भी निभा देना, आगे भी निभा देना, आगे भी निभा देना। हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है।
stream.
Prince Louis Vijayan Swami Jai. Sitaram, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, dear devotees, to this household here of Sri Ramcharan Babooram ji, who are passed on a couple of days now. Today we are celebrating his life. We have just been fall short, one week less than 90 years. Although we were saying he was 90. But dear devotees, we have all gathered here to give our love, our prayer, our heartfelt gratitude to the bereaved family. At this time, we all stand, up stand, two stand, gently bow our head. And today we will pray in our own simple, humble way, in your belief, in your faith, and for the Sanatana Hindus pray accordingly as we are about to perform the initiation samskar. Hari Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Om Shri Saraswati Namo Shri Guru Charan Kamalabhyo Namo Om Namah Shivaya Om Shri Vakratana Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarva Kareshu Sarvara Hari Om Om Ananido Devam Shankar Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Pradobha Om Narayan Surashishta Lakshmi Kanta Janadam Anayutar Patam Preta Moksha Pradobha Preta Moksha Pradobha Preta Moksha Pradobha Hari Om Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsuchanuramarnam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Hari Om Om Shantakaram Bhujakashainam Padmanabham Subhesham Vishwadharam Gaganasagresha Meghabaranam Subhagam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalaneynam Yogi Vidyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaiharanam Sarvalokekanatham Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Preta Atma Shanti Bole Shri Vishnu Bhagwan ki Hari Mama Pitran Devata ki Sri Ramcharan Babooram. The devotees kindly have your seats at this time as we continue performing the anti-aging samskar. Most reverently, the chant. Now, at this time, if you are in your mind, think about the next week, Wednesday, month of January, year 2024. This address here, Mahabharata Sutras, Mahavijaya, Yoga. And Bhagavan today, give me the strength, the ability, the wisdom, so that I will be able to perform the teaching samskar of my Pita, Sri Ramcharan Babooram ji. Also, during our 10 days prayer, we are continuing to fast, study, and be supported by the four others, mentally and physical support. And as you have completed that soul will begin a journey on a 15-day period, whereby prior to that, we need the start ceremony or the shaving ceremony. We have had the subtle body. We have had the offering, the subtle body, during the Ishraq or the Tapa, the soul will begin, then energy. And then also, if a chance, all the different things we have performed for your Pitaji, you have already done such great deeds upon his own. So further deeds, it will reach back to you and your family. Pray now and good concentration. Hari Om Om Shri Vishnu 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 Om No Paramatma Shri Param Purushottam Brahman Vitapratme Shri Trinda Deshe Oshi Punapo Sarvurme Navet Orya Kargrami Amukya Nam Kashyap Gotrasya Oshri Antishi Samskar Oshri Ramcharan Babooram Ji Oshri Preta Devta Oshri Paush Mas Mein Oshri Krishna Paksh Mein Oshri Ashtami Titi Oshri Buddhava Oshri Antishi Samskar Oshri Ramcharan Babooram ji also sankalpam aham correction bolo Shri Krishna arpanam Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Vishnu Jai Narayan. Shri Krishna arpanam. That's the word which is. Jai Shri Krishna arpanam Hari Om Tat Sat. As we told you about this 5 times. Finish. That's right. Hari Om Shri Gangeshaay Manasa Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Gaude Asinim Sankuru Hari Om Om Apavitro Pavitro Va Sarva Vastangatu Piva Ya Samrit Pandarikacham Sabhe Antaram Suchi और श्री प्रेत देवता और श्री रामचरण बबूराम जी और श्री प्रेत देवता और श्री जलदानमया दीयते कवो उपदेशं हरि ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमो नमः हरि ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमो नमः ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमो नमः हरि ओम. Hari Om Om Shri Gangeshaay Manasa Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Jalde Asirim Sankuru Hari Om Jaladanamaya Diyatito Opatesha Osi Ramcharan Babooram Ji Osi Pret Devta Jaladanamaya Diyatito Opatesha Hari Om. Shri Sarvapahram Devyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadityam Vihana Paramesham Shri Jaladanam Mayadiyatito Upatisham Hari Om Shri Mahavishnave Namo Namah Hari Om Shri Krishna Namo Namah. Adhyamukha Bhutasar Mukhapetasar Ishyetam Anjanam Shri Jaladanam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Hari Om Om Shri Mahavishnave Namo Namah Hari Om. Hari Om Om Shri Gangeshayanam Gandharyo Samarovaram Vivekanam Sureshishta Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Hari Om Shri Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Osi Ramcharan Babooram Ji Osi Presidevta Shri Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Hari Om. Chandanam Gandharyo Samarovaram Vivekanam Sureshishta Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Hari Om. Om Shri Gangeshayanam Gandharyo Samarovaram Vivekanam Sureshishta Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham Shri Ramcharan Babooram Ji Osi Presidevta Chandanam Danam Mayadiyate Tavo Upatisham. गन्धद्वारा दुरादिष्टा कुङ्कुमामाविशोभितं कृत्य गृहाण देवीशं त्रैलोक्यातिविलासम् ॐ श्रीघ्रं गच्छतं दानमयादयति तौ उपतिशं हरि ओम् Ramcharan Babooram Sri Chandanam Dhanaskandanam Mayadiyati Upishan Om Malatyari Sugandhini Malatyari Kriya Prabhu Mayatani Pujatam Pushpani Kakshi Kriyatam Hari Om Shri Brahmukha Bhutasa Anupakitasa Shri Maladam Pushpadanam Mayadiyati Upishan Basically, you are going to immediate remove 5 elements of the body as far as your perception, right? So now, Hari Om, Jamu Kiboti Sami Sakati Sami Shikuram Dhanam Kaushi Kandanam Yari Nito Uputisha Om Manado Devam Shansa Chakra Vidadra Akshetam Vidakasam Preta Moksha Padroha Preta Moksha Padroha Preta Moksha Padroha Shikandanam Shri Ramcharan Babooram Kaushi Preta Shikandanam Yari Nito Uputisha Jai Shri Krishna Arpanam This one is right arm Dear devotees, we are about to perform Arti there. And those of you who know the bhajan can join me as we chant. Hari Om Sajan Chavarti Samyuktam Vahana Yojitam Maya Dekam Grihan Devesham Lokya Pirapam Hari Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Gopiyo ko dukha dur Hare Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jab char taraf randiyara ho Asha ka dukh kinara ho जब चार तरफ रंगियारा हो आशा कदू किनारा हो और कोई न केवनहारा हो जब तू ही तेरा पाकर जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे हरि ओम ओम अजमुखमुखस्य अमुखपेतस्य श्री दीपम और धूपोयम मया दीयते तव मुक्तिशं हरि ओम ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमो नमः बोले श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय Understand devotees Indian dear relatives will now come to do their arti. बोले श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय अजय devotees are Indian relatives now with the arti and so on pay the last respect to the bereaved here and now call upon Sri Kenny Sahapi Tennyson Sahaji, I believe, of Narwhal Village, whereby he'll be able to come forward and give his words of blessings to the bereaved family, and may continue to bless this family.
Anywhere? You could stand here. Namaste. Today is a day that we all will remember. Uncle Polo would have been 90 years on the 10th of January. And his children and relatives would have been planning an occasion to celebrate his 90th birthday, as was done, I think, 10 years ago at the Chandrasekhar Vishnu Mandir. You know, we normally plan what we might want to do today, what we might want to do later, and what we might want to do tomorrow. But there is no guarantee whether what we want to do will be fulfilled. Today's rituals and ceremonies is the last of the 16 sanskaras of a Hindu. It is the Antyeski sanskar, or the disposing of the body, whether it is a cremation or a burial. The 5 elements return to nature where it comes. The soul, which cannot die, takes with it the karma accumulated together with other impressions of the individual during his lifetime. We ought to understand that what we are doing here today, offering flowers, garlands, etc., is to our body, and why it is done. Sometimes we say then it has no use. But Uncle Polo was a vehicle, and the soul was the driver was the soul. So today what we are doing here is paying respect to that vehicle, that body that carried that soul and impacted the lives of so many of us. Chapter 2 in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said to Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war, which was about to start, the following, I quote, "Do not grieve when someone dies. The soul is neither born nor does it cease to exist. The soul is without birth. It is not destroyed when the body is destroyed." Born in Brothers Road on the 10th of January 1934, his parents were Rukmin and Babooram. He attended the Brothers Road CM School. In the 1950s, when his father purchased this property from one Gomez, they came Navet to live. He assisted his father as a young man in the cultivation of coffee, cocoa, rice, and squaring logs. One of his good friends were Mr. Cora the late Mr. Cora and the late Batigyong. He was married in 1954 to Kausalya Ramuta. During assisting his father got a stroke, and he was the breadwinner of his family and his siblings. In 1965, he owned a Bedford truck, and he went to the penal market with tomatoes and other produce to sell. He was the captain of a cricket team which played cricket at the back of the old school in Navet, and he was an ardent hunter and liked to fish a lot. We all remember him also for plying his taxi from Navet to Port of Spain to St. James on a daily basis from Monday to Saturday. I also remember some of the guys in the community saying that they wanted to see a movie at the Astor Cinema which had showed only Indian movies. They said they would leave here around 7 o'clock and they would reach in time at the cinema because Uncle Polo would drive. He was a good driver and he would reach here in less than an hour. I have known Mr. Ramcharan Polo Babooram with high esteem and respect. I paid glowing tribute to a gentleman whom we can speak volumes. He was a man of integrity and lived a simple life with contentment and dignity. Uncle Polo was well known not only in our village but throughout the length and breadth of the country as a compassionate and caring person. His passing has left a tall order and a vacuum which I humbly believe it is difficult for anyone to fulfill. Mr. Babooram's generosity and kindness resonate in the lives and homes of every household in Navet and environs during the 1970s and beyond for his selfless and untiring service when it was most needed. In times of distress, especially the death of someone, he would show up leaving his personal matters unattended and visit the homes of the departed. Uncle Polo's presence and comforting words brought tremendous relief to the bereaved family. He volunteered to assist single-handedly and made all arrangements for funeral, from collecting the body by the undertaker and to the funeral, whether it was a burial or a cremation. Having no telephone service during that period, Uncle Polo, using his own vehicle and without any charge, would drive to any part of the country to the respective funeral home to make the necessary arrangements. He was able also to ask the owner of the funeral homes in cases where the family was unable to pay the money in full to pay in installments. His love for humanity and his fellow being is testimony of his personality. A rare but beautiful gem he was that lit up the lives of many, particularly to the vulnerable and the poor carrying their burden during their period of grief. To me, he was God sent and has fulfilled and completed his dharmic and karmic duties. Service to man is service to God. Uncle Polo made a sterling and unparalleled contribution in the development of Navet through his exemplary qualities. As Uncle Polo became older, he was unable to render the support he did for almost 4 decades. During his twilight years and approaching 90, he was limited with his movements. However, he continued receiving the admiration and the respect from all in the community as a village stalwart. Uncle Polo was a close friend and regarded as a family member of the Parameshwara Tarzan Maharaj family. He was very, very close to Satish Maharaj, who whenever he comes Navet, he will visit him, visit his home, sometimes spend the night, prepare meals for him. And that relationship continued until this day. Satish told me that when he visited New Jersey, he would spend time with him, and I received wonderful pictures of both of them. Satish also mentioned that in the night before his passing, he dreamt Uncle Polo picking up Satish by us and taking him to Rio Claro. In the latter years of Uncle Polo's life, he built a close and friendly relationship with Mr. Robin and Miss Veena. Daily they would pay regular visits to each other. Uncle Polo was unable to drive his vehicle, and Robin carried him to his destinations, whether to the grocery, pharmacy, or other places he decided to go. Both Robin and Veena volunteered and provided some part as a caregiver service to him. Sincere thanks and appreciation for extending your love to Uncle Polo, both Robin and Veena. In today's world, we need more people like Robin and Veena for extending their unconditional relationship they extended. Knowing the noble gentleman, Mr. Ramcharan Polo Babooram, and with his humor and wit, sometimes I share the following as coming from him, saying, "Don't cry or grieve when I am gone. Celebrate the life I have lived. Celebrate I have gone to a better place. No more pain, no more suffering. My world is not over. It is a transition from here to another level. Celebrate the fact that you knew me. Celebrate the times we shared together. Celebrate our joys and experiences and our love of life. From your loved ones, so numerous to mention, goodbye and final farewell to Mr. Polo, Uncle Polo Babooram. Goodbye, and you are now in the hands and received in the arms of Lord Krishna. Thank you, Jai Shri Krishna."
Here are the heartfelt words of Sri Tennyson Ji, close friend indeed. You have read the Eulogy for the life of Ramcharan Babooram Ji. We now call upon Ronald Rosa and the view of Sri Babooram Ji.
I say a pleasant good morning. You know, we gather here to say goodbye, but it has been so many years since I came back to this area. Seeing the house alone, because as long as I know myself, Uncle Polo used to come every holiday, from the day school closed, and bring us right here. All my childhood memories are right there. My sons are just asking me how everybody used to fit in that house. And, you know, it's the love, the generosity that this man had, that he ensured that all his sisters, his house was open to them, all his brothers, all his nieces and nephews. You didn't have anything that you wanted when you came here that he did. He made sure that you had. And for that, I would always remember him. Even when my mom passed away, he found they were taking too long to bring him. He packed a suitcase and traveled to come Caroni. He got lost on the way, but because of who he is, a driving school instructor picked him up and said, "Uncle, where you going?" He said, "I'm going with my sister, she died," and dropped him in front of the house. And everybody was worried. He is not in his right mind, but he knew where he was going. And he got to his destination. And as usual, as the previous speaker said, he made sure that everything was in place. That is who he was. And that is who he will be remembered as. I don't think there is anyone in this area who can say they don't know him. If you didn't know where you were coming, just ask anybody. Tell them you're going by Polo. They're bringing you. They're letting you go, they're making sure you don't miss. And he always ensured that everybody knew who his sisters were, who his sisters' children were. He never made a mistake with that. There was nothing that would have kept him back at any point in time. And I used to admire when we come. The routine was when he come here and the taxi reach home, whatever time that crown reach and pull up here, go and wash the car because it have to go out in the morning and it had to be a clean car he going with. And mind you, I can say it now, drunk or sober, I still can't come in here properly, but that crown coming down and going down inside there, it didn't have room for you to wiggle, but it fitted inside the drunk or sober, and he coming out and he coming. It's not a scratch on the car. And he always, I don't know, but something probably rub off. The only thing he wanted is a crown. Well, Uncle, today you are going to receive your crown for what you did. And this crown, nobody could take it away. Nobody will take it away because you have done well. And you have touched so many lives, including not only your family, but everybody became your family. And I thank you for that. I thank you for everything that you would have done, because I can safely say part of what you have put in when we were young is the reason why we are who we are today. And your memory and your legacy will continue to live on. Thank you very much.
Holy Jesus, and here now we have a very close friend of him also, a friend, Ramcharan, or call upon him to give his blessings and his words to be found.
Thank you very much. Officiating Pundit, members of the bereaved family, ladies and gentlemen, today we have all come to join, for blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. as we speak and we pay glowing tributes, we speak to a silent tongue, ears that can't hear, but we speak brimming with memories. I am an extremely close friend to one of his sons. I may have seen Uncle a couple times, but I do not know him personally, but I can say, not as a cliche, but I can say he was a good man. And the reason why I can say he was a good man, because the literature states the yardstick by which parenting would be measured is by the type of children that they produce. You can only be a good parent when you produce good children. And Pundaji, I crave your indulgence to ask the people here to applaud. Put your hands together and applaud. Because he has produced one. Come on. He has started a family line where he has produced outstanding children with, I tell you, with one. I know that he was a good father. Just choose one of his sons. The qualities of compassion and the qualities of empathy and being subservient and engaged in family life, and father and a cousin in his son. Personally, he is married to my cousin, and I tell you, he's an awesome cousin, and he would have had these qualities because he was raised by a good mother as well today. And today I want to wish peace on this family. I pray, just like when the king was asked, what is peace? He said, listen, bring all the artists in this land and let them paint me a picture of what is peace. And it came of artwork. One being a couple sitting in a canoe in the lake below a shady myrtle tree, and the sun was just about to set, and they had a bottle of champagne and they were feeding each other. And when the king saw that, he stooped. He said, that is not peace. And the other was a deer's neck, and there was blood spouting, and it was happening on a mossy rock, and it had all kind of roseau picker around, and in the roseau patch there was a little bird. And the king said, yes, peace. And the charges said, but O king, how can this ever be peace? And he said, listen, amidst the challenges, that little bird is trying to survive. And I say to the family today and those who would be grieving, I wish you peace. But just like that little bird, amidst the noise, amidst all the troubles and the confusion, was able to wait. I know daddy's loss will be hard to fill, but life must go on and you have to continue. So I wish you all peace. I wish peace be upon all of you, and God's blessings. Thank you.
chant, or anybody who would like to come forward and give their thanks and the love and appreciation to the bereaved family. Dear devotees, as the poet would have sung, and you would have heard in many Anteshi Samskar, that wonderful poem, Pindare Epanchi. And here today, that poet was referring to the soul as a bird trapped in a cage. The cage, it represents the body of the human. The pain you are suffering and undergoing, and from outside he appeared so silently, but inside you're weeping bitterly. What was weeping bitterly was that soul which wanted to escape or come out of this sharir, of this body, to go back to God. Silently, soundlessly, you cry, you kept that blisters, the heart concealed. O Lord, take that soul which have emerged from that body indeed. O Pindare ke panchi re, tera dard na jaane koi, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तू खामोश रही है, भीतर भीतर रोए, ओ भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरा भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरा भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि न तेरी कताल की, आंसू मकल न धुभोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। चुप के रोने वाले, रखना छुपा के दिल की चाले रे। चुप के रोने वाले, रखना छुपा के दिल की चाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। So as I continue performing the Anteshi Samskar, at this opportune time and moment, we will read from the various verses of chapter 2 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as we have the words of Sri Arjuna Ji asking the wonderful questions to Bhagavan Krishna, whereby he was able to answer him accordingly. And very importantly, as you read through the chapter 2, a couple verses, it will show very intensively about the past, the present, the future, who I am, who are you here today, why we are all here. We hear about it all in the various verses. Hari Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsi Chanudamardana Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Hari Om O Narayanaya O Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama Narayanaya O Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Namam Natvaham Jatu Nasam Natvam Nemi Jana Dipa Nachaiva Na Bhavisyami Sarvavya Atma Param Dehi Nosmi Yatta Dehi Komaraya Vanjara Tatta Deyantar Parte Dhirastana muyate matrasparatu kauntaye shetoshna sukha dukkha agampayo nityasa tastistava bharata. Om Narayanaya O Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam Narayanaya O Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Namam Govindaye Namo Namam. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki. The blessed Lord said to Arjuna, Arjuna, who are Arjuna here today? The folks like me and you who sit here in this congregation. And it says you grieve over those who one should not grieve, yet you speak the words of the learned person. Wise men feel sorrows neither for the living nor that who have died. There was never a time when I or you or any of these ruling king, prince was ever non-existence, nor is it that we shall ever cease to be in future. As the indweller, the body experiences childhood, youth, old age. Through this body, so too he will pass to another body. Oh, the serene one remains unaffected by this occurrence. O son of Kunti, the contacts of senses of their objects create feelings like heat and cold, pain and pleasure, etc. These are fleeting and impermanent. Bear them patience, O Bharata. So as Bhagavan Sri Krishna said unto Arjuna, why we are all here today, it says here in chapter 2, verse 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we have a past karma, a past life. We was born then. We grew to that age, we died, we come again, we born. Due to our karmic action, due to the actions of our grandparents, great-grandparents, our parents, and now we are here, now the children are here, and the grandchildren, and so on. And due to that actions, we are here today to complete our karmic duties of our previous birth. For our previous birth, we may have done very, very good and great things to attain this human body. The highest body of the 8,400,000 species. And he have continued to bless us with the five senses and also the sense to discriminate and attain knowledge to create. And as Sri Ramcharan Babooram ji lies before us here today, he have attained childhood, youth, and old age. He have lived a complete life. You see, 310, complete life you live. But Bhagwan had blessed him with the extra. And by the grace of Bhagwan, he continues to say to Arjuna, he says, Narayanaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam Narayanaya O Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Namam Na Sato Vidya Bhavo Na Bhavo Vidya Sata Ubhyayo Api Drishto Nashta Tvam Yostava Drishibha Navisam tu datvedina sarva idam tatam vinasam ayayasyasya na kanchit kartum arte Narayanaya O Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Namam Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki. The unreal has no existence. The real never ceased to be. The reality about both has thus been realized by the seers of truth. As Bhagwan Krishna tells unto Arjuna, the indwelling soul, or the Jivatma, within your sharir, within your body, is eternal, indestructible, immeasurable. It cannot be wet, neither dried, neither be slain or destroyed in any way. For the human being, basically, the body, you're walking down, you stumble, you could get cut on your foot, you could get any type of injury, surely you'll feel pain because of our nervous system. Any other thing could happen to us. We'll feel that pain. Surely the soul within ain't feeling nothing. It's a body. You as that body feel that pain, that difficulties, and so on. And it says here that soul never born nor it dies. Therefore, coming into and ceasing to have relevance for it, unborn, external, constant, ancient, it cannot be killed nor be slain indeed. Arjuna, for death is certain for which is born, rebirth is certain for which is dead. You should not therefore lament over the inevitable. But you know, their devotees, we are merely human beings. We are just human beings. We have the five senses. At some point in time, we'll meet somebody. It may not be a direct relative, in your household. Maybe somebody down the road. You talk to them at one single moment. You will have that contact of sight by meeting them. By meeting them, we're just talking, hello, hi, how you going? You have that communication. With that one moment, you have that attachment. The word is attachment. And when you have that attachment to that person, surely you have that feelings from the five senses. But, as I say, we are just human beings. We cannot control the sense of sadness or happiness. And Bhagwan Krishna says, we must only live to attain that at a certain level of meditation and concentration. But only Bhagwan Krishna have attained such. For we will still have to grow to reach there someday indeed. Polo Narayanaya O Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam Narayanaya O Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Nama O Narayanaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam Narayanaya O Krishnaya Paramatmaye Namo Namam Katu Kanta Kashta Putra Samsaro Yam Atava Vikchitra Kasya tvam ka kuta ayata tatva chintatadhi bharat. O Narayanaya, O Krishnaya, Govindaya namo namam. Narayanaya, O Krishnaya, Paramatmaye namo namam. Govindaye namo namam. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. And finally it says here, Bhagwan Krishna said once more to Arjuna. He says, at that final moment whereby Bhagwan will be able to come before us and accept our soul, all the attachment we have, very close indeed, who is our wife, who is our son, who is our Mataji, who is our father, who is our brothers, sister, all that attachment have been cut by one single word called death, or the removal of life from the body. So today, before us, you would have here not Mr. Ramcharan Babooram coming here, but the body of Sri Ramcharan Babooram ji. And from today on, as this we have it here, he is no more to us. But Bhagwan says here, even to the beloved devotees here, from time to time we would have attachments, and today you have all gone to the beyond. May Bhagwan continue to bless him in every journey of his life to attain liberation in Brahmalok. Even more so, at this time I give my love, my blessings to the bereaved family, my condolences to them. May they continue to grow from strength to strength. May this time of bereavement, of sadness, may it also pass from their life in due course. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. At this time, in my midst, I see here the counselor for the area, Shafiq Mohammed. I now call upon him to give his blessings to the bereaved family.
Pleasant morning, Sitaram. Thank you, Babaji. As we gathered here this morning, in this life, there are certain things, as Baba was saying, that we have to pass. As Papi, I normally call him Papi. From since he born to now, he has lived a full life. He left many, many, many stories that could be told. I just want to share two that I came across. One, this gentleman was like a walking historian. Any family, if you don't know the father or the mother, that's the grandfather. He knows in the region up here, he knows that age bracket, he knows nearly every family. When someone died, he knew exactly who was the grandfather, who was the brother. If you needed information, you come to him. If you need to find the areas that you wanted to know, when I came in about certain things, he was like a walking historian. Like a time he lived here and the other people he associated with, he really touched many, many lives. And this was a gentleman, if you didn't know, when something happened to our family, he would reach by my doorstep. I mean, literally reach by my doorstep. He would just get up on Sunday morning and reach. So I said, Papi, where you going so morning? He said, boy, so. I said, right, sit down, let me go and see if we can address it. That was the kind of gentleman he was. He would take his problems and then leave his problem, but make somebody else who had a problem try to solve their problem. That is the kind of gentleman he was. His time, his memories that he left behind, and the speakers I most spoke before, and they might, some of them, the oldest like Tenny and Uncle Butch and all these, they were doing better. He left truly what we call a footprint in the community of Nabet and so on. May Almighty in His wisdom bless them and give him eternal rest to the family. May you, it's a time of mourning, but may Almighty give you that strength to hold together as a family, the community especially, where he was friends to many. friends to many. And as he traveled his next journey, may the Almighty bless him, keep him, and guide him. And for us who are here, let us learn just a footstep from him, a simple thing. Just understand what Baba just said. He was here. Everything that was attached to him is no more. He moved on. Same as each and every one. No matter where you like or where it is yours, eventually it will remain here and you will have that journey to continue. And only the man above knows that time. So as we move on here today, he has his journey to continue, we have ours. But always remember, put the Almighty in front. Blessings, and each and every one have a pleasant day, and may Almighty have that strength on him as he soon moves on.
Thank you very much, Sri Shafiq Mohammed Ji, Council of Area. At this time, the devotees now call upon the 5 Srotas to come forward, as do ask everyone to stand at this time as you're about to join in the closing pratna. So when we are complete the closing pratna, closing prayer, we ask everyone who didn't come to view the body as yet to come do so. And I see, it have extra flowers here. So if you wishes to offer flowers and so on, they could do so. Hari Om Om Anarido Devam Shanka Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Hari Om Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janadhanam Yat Pujtam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarasame. Hari Om Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Prita Atma Shanti. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Of 5 flowers. Right, both his feet. Right, and then you give everybody a chance to come, view the body and so on. Right, so the devotees, everyone. So daughter of Sri Ramcharan, you will now come. The vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ivy, also known as Ruby, the daughter of this remarkable man, Mr. Polo Babooram. Especially your parents. This is an experience that cannot be put into words. You only have to feel it yourself. My dad always expresses gratitude to me for the people who help him and take it upon themselves. So I take it upon myself and my family to say a big thank you to all the people from the village and from around who assist Narayan and Ja and my sister-in-laws. Thank you all very much. This is from the way. I'll forget where I reached it. Yeah. Mommy Tara, you are true blessings to our family. I know I frequently troubled you to get me updates on Papa when I couldn't get in contact with him. And he did this many, many times without hesitation. I want to let you know for every he called it Taris, but I think he should change your name and call you Starries. Okay? You're a shining star in our family. My papa loved you very much. After speaking with him last Thursday, early songs as though he crept to reach by you. Where did I reach down? Little did I know, did he went to cut and separate the bonds he had with you and say his goodbye. I cannot thank you enough for calling me on video chat and giving me the opportunity to see and talk to him. That was my last conversation with my dad. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the last chance I got to talk with him and tell him I love him. You will always be blessed in abundance for your generosity, patience, and being there for Papa and doing everything. Especially him listening ear when he needed someone to talk to. Susie, you know I call you Suze. You are blessings also for the family. And I thank you very much for everything you did for Papa. But I couldn't bother you as much or trouble you as much since you live far away. Done. Thank you again, Sue. You know, words cannot express our especially in the past couple months. Put the microphone on. Where did I reach?
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. What can you do? Question is sent, right?
भक्त रहीम के बंदे रचते आज परे के फंदे, कितने ये मक्कार ये अंधे, देख लिए इनके भी धंधे। इन्हीं की काली करतूतों से हुआ ये मुल्क मसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत क्या हो गई भगवान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। जो हम आपस में न झगड़ते, बने हुए क्यों खेल बिगड़ते। चाहे लाखों घर उजड़ते, क्यों ये बच्चे माँ से बिछड़ते। फूट फूट कर क्यों रोते प्यारे बापू के कान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत क्या हो गई भगवान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। यहाँ वहाँ जहाँ तहाँ मत पूछो कहाँ कहाँ है संतोषी माँ। अपनी संतोषी माँ, अपनी संतोषी माँ। बड़ी मन भावन निर्मल पावन प्रेम की ये प्रतिमा। अपनी संतोषी माँ, अपनी संतोषी माँ। इस देवी की दया का हमने अद्भुत फल देखा, पल में पलट देंगे भक्तों की बिगड़ी भाग्य रेखा। बड़ी बलशाली ममता वाली, बड़ी बलशाली ममता वाली ज्योति कुंज के माँ। ये मैया तो भाव की भूखी भक्ति से भावे, मंगल करी इनका मंगल करनी चिंता हरनी दुख भंजन ये माँ। यहाँ वहाँ जहाँ तहाँ मत पूछो कहाँ कहाँ है संतोषी माँ।
Thomas.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, did you take out the body already out. For the last time, welcome for one episode.
anyone.
Everybody. Okay, go ahead now.
No, lấy lại cho
Flip the arms, the color go with Saya Samadhi Saya Om Sri Salpaparam Jyotirlam Jyanam Asmin Jyanam Prameshwaram Shirnika Devadanam Samatayami Prabhakar Hari Om good little bit Om Subham right good Om Pranay Bhyo Siddhi Patake Bhyo Swaha Om Prataviyaya Swaha Om Agnaye Swaha Om Antarikshaya Swaha Om Shivaya Swaha Om Petavyo Namo Namah Swaha Om Divaya Namah Swaha Om Suryaya Swaha Om Dighaya Swaha Om Chandramaya Swaha Nakshatrabhya Swaha Adhyabhya Swaha वरुणायभ्यः स्वाहा प्राणायभ्यः स्वाहा उताय नमः स्वाहा लोहितायभ्यो नमो स्वाहा द्विचायभ्यो नमः स्वाहा चित्रगुप्तायभ्यो नमः स्वाहा नैतवे नमः स्वाहा मानसभ्यः स्वाहा यमदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओम भू स्वाहा ओम भुवा स्वाहा ओम महा स्वाहा ओम जन स्वाहा ओम तप स्वाहा ओम सत्यम स्वाहा ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा अप्राणाय स्वाहा ओम समानाय स्वाहा ओम नौ ओम सर्वविक्रमताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा ओम सर्वस्मै समिताय सर्वविक्रमाभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा सर्वदेवी सर्विता सर्वभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवः सुतोविन भर्गदेवस्मै धियोना प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवः सुतोविन भर्गदेवस्मै धियोना प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवः सुतोविन भर्गदेवस्मै धियोना प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा all now हरि ओम पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेव शांति स्वाहा हरि ओम तत्सत् स्वाहा आचमन कर हरि ओम श्री सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं गंगेयं निर्मलं जलम् आत्मनिर्मलं यादित्यं गृहाणा परमेषु श्री अनिता जलदानं यादयति तो प्रतिशं बोले श्री अनिता की जय Onich here Onich about you keep it extreme out guys fast keep on the side every time I'll leave you and come back, I'll share one thing. Come back this side. Come on.